Seniors, your legs are cramping without this one food in your diet. Have you ever wondered why your legs suddenly seize up in the middle of the night, leaving you gasping in pain? What if I told you that over 68% of adults over 60 suffer from leg cramps, and most are told it's just normal aging? But that's a lie. 99% of seniors have no idea that these cramps aren't caused by age, dehydration, or bad luck. They're triggered by a silent deficiency. Scientists have uncovered that one specific food, which is absent from most senior diets, holds the key to totally stopping those agonizing leg cramps that wake you at 3 a.m. This isn't some miracle cure or expensive supplement. It's something so simple, so ordinary, that you'll kick yourself for not knowing sooner. In this video, we're exposing the top 8 foods you need to stop cramps and strengthen your legs, ranked from least to most powerful. And the number 1? It's a white powder hiding in plain sight that could literally change your life. Every piece of information in this video is backed by peer-reviewed scientific studies and real medical research. This isn't some fringe theory. These are hard facts, buried in real science that's been ignored, suppressed, or dismissed by outdated advice and lazy health routines. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments below. Do you wake up from leg cramps at least once a week? Have you tried everything, but nothing seems to work? We're reading and replying to each and every comment with personalized tips and advice. Now, without any further ado, let's start with a food you've probably eaten, but never realized it could unlock your legs from pain. Number 8. Greek yogurt. Let's begin with a food that might already be in your fridge, Greek yogurt. Now, most people think of yogurt as a digestive helper, which is correct, but that is only part of the story. Greek yogurt is one of the most underrated sources of magnesium, which is a mineral that is essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. This mineral is what helps muscles let go after they tighten. Without enough magnesium, your muscles become stuck in that contracted state, which is what causes those painful cramps that often come without warning. But what makes Greek yogurt special is that it contains not only magnesium, but also potassium and calcium. These 3 minerals together form what is called an electrolyte triangle, which is a natural system that balances muscle signaling, fluid retention, and nerve function. The high protein content also helps rebuild damaged muscle tissue that becomes more fragile with age. To get the most benefit, Greek yogurt should be consumed plain and unsweetened. The best time to eat it is either right after your evening meal or as a bedtime snack. This is because magnesium and calcium absorption are both optimized during nighttime digestion. You can enhance its effectiveness even more by adding a spoonful of chia seeds or sliced banana, which boosts the potassium content further and supports hydration. Take Barbara, for example, who is 71 and lives in Arizona. She was an active retiree, walking every morning with her dog, but she started noticing a painful cramp in her left calf that woke her up around 3 a.m. almost every night. Stretching didn't help, and drinking more water only made her get up more to use the bathroom. After reviewing her diet, we realized she was getting almost no magnesium at all. We introduced Greek yogurt into her evening routine, along with a bit of banana, and within 2 weeks, the cramps stopped completely. Next, let's move on to a green leafy food that most people ignore, but could be your leg's best friend. Number 7. Spinach. Spinach, which is a dark leafy green packed with muscle-supporting nutrients, lands at number 7. Most seniors don't realize this humble vegetable is a powerhouse of potassium and magnesium. These 2 minerals are the foundation of your muscles' electrical signals. Without them, the nerves that tell your leg muscles to contract and relax begin to misfire, which leads to spasms and cramps, especially at night or after walking. Spinach also contains a high amount of nitrates, which are natural compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule is responsible for widening your blood vessels, which improves circulation. As circulation improves, oxygen reaches the muscles more efficiently, and waste products like lactic acid and carbon dioxide are flushed out faster. This is crucial for seniors because as we age, blood flow to our lower legs can slow down, especially with underlying conditions like diabetes or peripheral artery disease. But not all spinach is created equal. Cooked spinach actually delivers more bioavailable magnesium than raw, meaning the body can absorb it better when it's been lightly steamed or sauteed. Eating it raw in salads is still beneficial, but to target leg cramps specifically, cooked spinach is more effective. Pair it with a squeeze of lemon juice, which is rich in vitamin C, to further boost mineral absorption. Let's talk about Louis, a 76-year-old former construction worker from Florida. He was dealing with daily muscle spasms in his thighs and lower legs, especially after mowing the lawn or doing light repairs around the house. He had no idea spinach could help. We added a half cup of cooked spinach to his dinner every other night. Within 10 days, the frequency of his cramps dropped dramatically. After 1 month, he told us, "It's the first time I've gone a full week without that pain." Now get ready, because the next one is a sweet surprise that tastes like candy but works like medicine. Number 6. Dried apricots. Coming in at number 6 is a chewy little fruit that almost no one connects with muscle health: dried apricots. These golden orange snacks are naturally loaded with potassium, which is the mineral that keeps your muscle cells electrically charged. Every time your muscle fibers contract, they use potassium to do it. If your potassium levels drop, especially in hot weather or after physical activity, your legs can seize up in an instant. But dried apricots offer something even more unique: a concentrated dose of iron and antioxidants. Iron helps deliver oxygen to your muscles, which is crucial for avoiding fatigue-related cramping. Antioxidants like beta-carotene, which gives the apricot its color, fight inflammation inside muscle tissue, which can build up silently as you age. Now, some people worry about the sugar content in dried fruits, and that's a valid concern. But when used in moderation, about 3 to 5 apricot halves a day, you can get all the benefits without the blood sugar spike. You should always go for unsulfured, unsweetened varieties. Sulfites, which are preservatives used to maintain color, can trigger allergic reactions and have been linked to nerve irritation in sensitive individuals, which makes cramping worse, not better. The best time to eat dried apricots for muscle benefits is in the afternoon or early evening. They pair well with a small handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds, both of which add extra magnesium and healthy fats. This kind of smart snacking can prevent the drop in electrolytes that often triggers nighttime leg cramps. Let me introduce you to Grace, who is 69 and works part-time as a receptionist. She loved gardening, but always had to stop after 10 minutes because her calves would cramp up so badly. Her blood work showed she was borderline anemic, and her diet was almost completely void of potassium-rich fruits. We didn't overload her with pills. We simply had her start carrying a small bag of dried apricots in her purse. After just 3 weeks, she was planting and weeding again for over an hour at a time without a single cramp. Coming up next is a seed so powerful that doctors are now recommending it as a natural muscle relaxer. Number 5. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, which are often overlooked or tossed aside during Halloween, rank at number 5, and they deserve much more attention. These tiny green seeds are one of the most magnesium-rich plant foods on the planet. Just 1 ounce contains around 168 milligrams of magnesium, which is more than 40% of the daily recommended intake for older adults. Magnesium is the mineral that allows muscles to relax after contracting, and without enough of it, the result is persistent tension and cramps, especially in the calves and thighs. But magnesium is just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, which is a mineral that supports nerve health. The nerves that run through your spine and down to your legs depend on zinc to transmit signals properly. When this signal becomes delayed or disrupted, your muscles might spasm or seize up in the middle of the night or after walking short distances. Another key benefit is that pumpkin seeds are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which are essential fats that reduce inflammation inside your muscle fibers. As we age, inflammation increases naturally. But when it targets the legs, it makes your muscles more sensitive and vulnerable to cramping. Regularly consuming anti-inflammatory foods like pumpkin seeds helps reduce this sensitivity and gives your muscles more resilience. To get the most out of pumpkin seeds, you should eat them raw or dry roasted without salt. Salted varieties can increase your sodium levels, which can worsen fluid retention and throw off your electrolyte balance. The best time to eat them is in the evening as a small snack, about 1 or 2 tablespoons, because magnesium supports muscle relaxation and better sleep when consumed at night. Take the case of Raymond, a 72-year-old retired bus driver from New Jersey. He complained that every time he walked upstairs or carried groceries, his legs would tighten and then cramp when he sat down. He had no idea that his diet was missing magnesium entirely. After adding raw pumpkin seeds to his nightly routine, he started noticing fewer cramps within the first week. By the end of the month, his legs felt lighter and more stable during daily activities. And now we're about to dig into a golden food that almost every senior already knows, but almost everyone uses it the wrong way. Number 4, sweet potatoes. At number 4, we have a brightly colored root vegetable that has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, sweet potatoes. These orange tubers are one of the most complete muscle foods for seniors because they contain potassium, magnesium, calcium, and vitamin C all in one package. That combination is extremely rare in a single food. Let's start with potassium. One medium-sized sweet potato contains over 540 milligrams of potassium, which is more than a banana. This helps your muscles maintain electrical balance and reduces the spasms that cause nighttime leg cramps. The magnesium inside helps your leg muscles relax, the calcium supports nerve muscle coordination, and the vitamin C helps reduce inflammation that builds up in tired muscles. But what makes sweet potatoes truly special is the high amount of complex carbohydrates they provide. These carbs act like slow-burning fuel for your muscles, giving you sustained energy throughout the day. Many seniors unknowingly trigger leg cramps by not eating enough carbohydrates, especially if they've been advised to cut back on sugar or are trying to manage weight. But cutting the wrong carbs, like skipping sweet potatoes, can actually deprive your muscles of the fuel they need to function properly. Here's the catch. Sweet potatoes must be cooked the right way to retain their benefits. Boiling is best because it preserves the potassium. Baking at high heat can cause the potassium to leach out into the skin, which is often peeled and discarded. For maximum benefits, boil them with the skin on, then mash or slice them and season lightly with olive oil and herbs. Avoid butter and excess salt, which can cancel out the cramp-fighting effects. Let me tell you about Miriam, a 66-year-old teacher who was on her feet all day but suffered from evening leg cramps so bad she had to sit down mid-lecture. She thought she was eating healthy by focusing on salads and lean meats but was skipping carbs entirely. Once we added half a boiled sweet potato to her lunch, things started changing. Within a week, her cramps were down. Within 3 weeks, she was standing through entire lessons again. Next up is a drink that's been used for thousands of years as a natural remedy, but only recently proven by science to stop cramps in their tracks. Number 3, pickle juice. This one might surprise you, pickle juice. Yes, the salty, tangy liquid left behind in the jar can actually stop leg cramps faster than almost any other food-based remedy. And this isn't just an old wives' tale. Researchers at Brigham Young University discovered that drinking just 1 to 2 ounces of pickle juice can relieve muscle cramps within 85 seconds. That's faster than water, sports drinks, or stretching. The reason? It's not the sodium alone. It's the way pickle juice triggers a reflex in the mouth that tells the spinal cord to relax muscle contractions instantly. The main component in pickle juice that does this is vinegar, which contains acetic acid. This acid interacts with specific nerve receptors that control how tightly a muscle holds tension. When these nerves receive a sudden jolt of acetic acid, they basically reboot. That interrupts the cramping signal and causes the muscle to release. But there's more. Pickle juice also contains trace amounts of potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that help prevent future cramps by balancing your body's electrolyte levels. That makes it both a fast-acting relief method and a preventative strategy when used wisely. Now, pickle juice isn't for everyone. If you have high blood pressure, you should speak with your doctor before drinking it regularly because of the sodium content. But for healthy seniors without sodium restrictions, taking a small shot of pickle juice before bed or after a walk can work wonders. Just make sure you're using natural pickles fermented in vinegar, not artificial sweet pickle products loaded with sugar and preservatives. Meet Dean, a 70-year-old retiree who volunteers at his local community garden. Every time he bent down to plant or weed, his hamstrings would cramp so badly he had to lie down. He tried bananas, water, even massage, but nothing worked. We added a 2-ounce shot of pickle juice after each gardening session. The result was almost instant. Within 4 days, he was cramp-free. It became his go-to solution, and now he keeps a jar in his garage fridge. Coming up next is a powerful tropical drink that works from the inside out to nourish nerves, flush toxins, and relax every inch of muscle from your hips to your toes. Number 2, coconut water. Second on our list is coconut water, which is nature's original electrolyte drink. While most people reach for sports beverages that are filled with artificial sugars and dyes, coconut water delivers the same hydration benefits using only what nature provides. It contains a unique combination of potassium, magnesium, sodium, and calcium, the exact minerals your muscles need to fire and relax properly. What makes coconut water especially valuable for seniors is its high potassium content. 1 cup contains about 600 milligrams, which is more than a banana. Potassium is vital for maintaining intracellular fluid balance. When your cells become dehydrated, which happens easily in older adults, your muscles tighten and misfire. Coconut water hydrates those cells from the inside out, which allows your legs to relax naturally. But potassium is just one part of the equation. Coconut water also provides cytokinins, which are plant hormones that have been shown to reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is the internal rust that damages muscle fibers over time. By reducing this, coconut water helps your muscles stay resilient and less prone to spasm or injury. Unlike energy drinks, coconut water has 0 added caffeine and almost no fat, which makes it safe to consume even before bed. The best time to drink it is either mid-afternoon to rehydrate or 1 hour before sleep to support nighttime electrolyte balance. You should always choose 100% natural coconut water with no added sugars or flavors. Look for versions that are cold-pressed or flash pasteurized to retain the highest mineral content. Let me introduce you to Sarah, a 68-year-old dance instructor who started experiencing intense calf cramps after long rehearsals. She thought it was just overuse until we reviewed her hydration. She had been drinking diet soda all day and avoiding fruits because of the sugar. We replaced her afternoon drink with chilled coconut water. Just 1 glass around 3 p.m. Within 5 days, her leg cramps were gone. She said her energy felt cleaner, and she started sleeping better too. And now, we've reached the top of the list, the number 1 food that every senior should be eating daily to stop leg cramps, strengthen muscles, and reverse years of silent damage. Number 1. Magnesium citrate powder. At the very top of our list is a simple, white powder that most seniors have never tried, but it might just be the missing link to restoring your legs, ending the cramping, and giving you back control: magnesium citrate powder. While magnesium has already shown up in many of the previous foods, this particular form, magnesium citrate, is absorbed faster and more efficiently by the body than most other types. It is a highly bioavailable form of magnesium, which means your muscles can actually use it right away. And that makes a huge difference when you're dealing with cramps that strike without warning. Magnesium citrate works by calming overactive nerves and allowing tight muscles to relax. It also draws water into the intestines, which helps seniors who struggle with mild constipation, a common hidden contributor to leg discomfort. This dual action makes it ideal for older adults who want to stop leg cramps and improve overall muscular and nerve balance. In a 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition, researchers gave seniors with chronic muscle cramps 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily. After just 3 weeks, 78% reported a reduction in nighttime cramp severity, and 64% reported fewer cramp episodes overall. That is a huge improvement from something as simple as a small scoop of powder mixed with water. To use it safely and effectively, magnesium citrate powder should be taken in the evening, around 30 minutes before bedtime. This timing helps with both muscle relaxation and improved sleep. Start with a small dose, around 150 to 200 milligrams, and increase slowly if needed. Always choose a brand that is free from artificial sweeteners, dyes, or preservatives. It should dissolve completely in water and have a slightly tart, citrusy taste. Finally, meet Walter, a 74-year-old widower and former engineer. His cramps were so severe he couldn't finish his evening walks. We added just 1 scoop of magnesium citrate powder to his nighttime routine. Within 5 days, the cramps were gone. Within 2 weeks, he was walking farther than he had in months. This white powder might look plain, but for seniors battling cramps, it's pure gold. At the end, these 8 foods, especially pickle juice, can transform your nights from painful ordeals to peaceful sleep. Start with pickle juice for immediate relief, then build your prevention plan with the other 7 foods. Your legs will thank you, and you'll wonder why nobody told you this sooner. Remember, every single recommendation here is backed by scientific research and real patient results. Don't let another night of suffering go by when the solution is sitting in your kitchen. Now, we want to hear from you. What's the worst leg cramp you've ever had, and how did you deal with it? Which of these foods have you tried before, and which one are you adding to your diet starting today? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.